Okay, so this isn't gonna be long, really. This is, I guess just things that a lot of people have been feeling in the psychic community, and maybe things people have been feeling. I don't want to call it the conspiracy theory community, but for the sake of this video, just to group it all into one, I will. But um, what I put in the thumbnail is an actual tweet. And yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. And supposedly you're supposed to get your job back. I've tried to do, I'm gonna call it Axine for the sake of this video, because I don't want them to. They've flagged my videos before. I mean, I did put Axine in the title, like with the actual V and stuff, so that wasn't too smart on my part, but whatever. So, boom. They go through all of this. People lose their jobs, people getting stressed out, people having to feed their kids and having to take care of homes, take care of themselves. They went out and they got this thing that was supposedly be this vaccine that was going to prevent, not prevent, but whatever it is, the symptoms. I don't know it fully exactly, but basically go out, get this thing that the government says you need to work, and stay in. I even heard from people they needed to get it for certain programs in school, and more than jobs, like yeah, definitely. I remember someone telling me about school and how they had to get it. So literally reconstructing people's lives, okay, giving people stress, with the stress on top of already gone through a whole quarantine of losing tons of money, people losing homes, people's mental health, emotional health dwindling. That's why, personally, I think that's why we see so much darkness going on right now. Truthfully, is just because of the accumulation of 2020 and now. These guidelines, these people, whoever these people are, and the government, scientists, in quotation marks, they're always pulling a new scientist in front of our face. Like, who is this guy? This guy could be an actor from the school of actors of government. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I always feel like we are almost forced to think out of the box when it comes to a lot of things, because I think if you don't see the truth of a lot of situations, you know, this is about being tuned in. And this is about being tuned in to something deeper. Because that's why I put in the title, it's not about being right or wrong. And I feel like because of this information, and it's crazy how no one's reporting on this, by the way. I know you guys noticed that. No one's reporting on this. Barely. I think it's so important right now for us to really go to a certain part of ourselves and really get in touch with that part, because we're going to need our intuitions more than ever in the next 5 to 6 years. I'm telling you, the government, all these organizations, whatever, there's something weird going on. All of a sudden now everyone is going to get payback and jobs back, after you guys literally forcing people out of their homes, out of their jobs, not feeding their kids for something that you said was a chemical that people needed to survive something. You know what's crazy? The energy I've been picking up, the Seven of Swords. If you know anything about tarot, Seven of Swords is basically a man holding seven swords, and he's stealing the swords, and he's like tiptoeing off, like he, like literally the face in the Seven of Swords for most of the tarot cards is like a man laughing and giggling while stealing. And that's the energy I've been picking up, collectively. I think a lot of us, especially collectively, we need to really watch how we feel, how things make us feel, our intuition. We need to really boost up our discernment, and we need to really listen to the things that people say and what's being said to us and what's being fed to us. I really think that a lot of people already feel this way. Like, I know a lot of people have deleted their social medias. I haven't had an Instagram since like a year and a half ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. I really feel like collectively a lot of people understand that there's something really deep and important going on. Something that some of us can't see, maybe some of us can. We could all see it if we all get in tune with that certain part of ourselves. And I feel like what's really going on is a battle of duality spiritually, because in the metaphysical, sometimes when I have certain visions, I see really dark things. And I pray, and then it makes sometimes when you do this kind of job, it can really make you question, like, is that me or is that something else? And that's where meditation comes in. And I think a lot of people kind of struggle with that idea. Is that me or is that something else? And I really feel like a lot of us are really being called into a meditative state. We're being called into a more grounded state, whether it's by external experience or internal experience. I believe collectively, low key, it's all happening to all of us. I believe we all live on a different timeline, but we experience similar traumas and similar energy. And what I think is going to start happening energetically with a lot of government stuff, I think more and more, um, people are going to understand the deceiving end of all this stuff. People are already understanding it. And I know we've seen, there's literally been videos recommended to me of, yeah, Nita, everyone needs a good energy right now, that's for sure. So, oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thoughts. But Nita, your hijab is beautiful. I like that picture. Um, I feel like it's gonna be a lot more of listening to the inner self. It has been a lot more of listening to the inner self. And the deeper I go within my own spirituality, my own journey, listening to my higher self, my lower self, and also understanding the duality and the science behind that. And I think that's where a lot of us are being pushed. I think that's where the world is being pushed. And I really think more attention needs to be paid, because I don't know how, and it's not even being reported. I think this is disturbing. Honestly, like I said in the title, biological warfare is real. And that's legit what's been happening to us is biological warfare, not just within this vaccine, because I can't say the V. I don't want this video to get flagged. Not just with that, but I think energetically with so much stuff that gets manipulated, like the news. And you know I tell people, please don't think that these government people won't make sacrifices to put certain things in the news to distract us. They will. Like I said, I don't want to group this as conspiracy theory shit, but I'll kind of have to, for just for the sake of it being one subject. I think it's really important that we protect our energy at this time. We carry evil eyes. We say evil eye prayers, because I think collectively we're being evil eyed by a bigger force, a much bigger force, that is collectively in the hands of the people that have hands in the media, or people that have hands in the news, or people that have hands in the government. I think there's a lot more manipulation going on behind the scenes. Like I said, I keep having a vision of the Seven of Swords while I'm talking to you guys, because I feel like as a people, we are really being fooled. And I feel like if we don't start getting more in tune and more grounded and being start in a more meditative energy, and we become more natural with more fruits and vegetables, we grow things. I've actually been actively looking for in the next 5 years to buy farmland. Like, well, a lot of us, we're gonna have to understand that there is a bigger energy coming for us, and it feels like God is. It's almost like some kind of wheel is turning. God has his hand on it, of course, because God has his hand on everything, and you have to believe that. You have to want to believe that. Fear and faith cannot be in the same sentence. It cannot. So I really think what's going on is that we're gonna have to have a lot of faith, because I think they're gonna keep throwing things at us to make us fearful. Not I think, I know. They're going to keep throwing more things at us to make us fearful. Think about how the people around you reacted to COVID in your house and that you talk to, your friends, whatever, your coworkers. Think about how they reacted to it. Think about that fear. Think about that energy that it riled up, that negativity. I told people energy, positive or negative, it opens portals. Like, it opens portals everywhere. Positive energy opens a positive portal. Negative energy opens a negative portal. Think about the energy that everybody went through collectively when it came down to the vaccine, COVID, Trump. Like, just think about that. Like, it really is to inflict fear in you, because now they're telling you, look at the thumbnail, guys. That's a tweet. That's an actual tweet. And no one is reporting on this. And I heard this shit and my mind was blown. I was like, no one is reporting on this. This is real, actual information. This is not someone with a keyboard who's a troll. Like, no. I took away the what do you call that on Twitter? The person's profile picture and the header. I took that away because I didn't want to get in trouble. But that isn't like, if you want to go look that tweet up, go look that tweet up. That is someone actually a part of the government that tweeted that. I just didn't put that there because I didn't want to get in no trouble. Okay, I don't even mind shit being flagged. But seriously, guys, it's time for us to pay more attention. It's time for us to get more natural with our body, with our foods. Definitely foods, definitely more water. I don't know why. It's crazy because I have this one deck where it's all shit that I wrote. It's a truth deck. And there's one card that comes out when I shuffle just for the collective, and it's drink more water. I don't know if that's like drink more clean water or drink more water, period, or just eat better. But I feel like we're all being pushed on that path spiritually, because the closer and closer you get maybe to your higher self, or you become more in tune, the more sensitive your body gets, right? That's for people who can vouch. If you do tarot, if you do think maybe you're clairaudient, you're clairsentient, everyone has a psychic ability. First of all, I want to get that straight. But definitely, as we get deeper into that, we're really gonna have to, it's like not the stone age, but it's just more of a laid back, simpler, what's that called, minimal. Yeah, it's like living minimalistically, basically. And like, I don't know, like the next 5 to 10 years, guys, it's there's gonna be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of changes around us. I feel like a lot of stuff is getting exposed spiritually. I feel like a lot of portals have been opened by these celebrities. Like, listen, I love, certain music, certain artists I've been messing with for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? But what some of these celebrities are doing has been, it's been a lot of rituals. I'm gonna keep it so real, because this is not just one thing. The celebrities are connected in the government is connected in celebrities, they're both connected in the media. There's a lot of spider web going on. I've been having the vision of like spider webs and spiders, and I feel like my guides are trying to tell me that collectively, like, we need to do a lot more work, because a lot of people are stuck in the matrix. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, basically stuck in a spider web of what we've been like programmed. Is that Dia? Dia? Yeah, what's up, bitch? But oh, you guys, my throat hurts. I don't know what's going on in my throat. Uh, Maybe because I did like a crazy ass reading this morning, so I don't know. My throat's kind of hurting, but I really needed to get this out. I was gonna get it out yesterday, but I made some curry chicken, plantain, and yellow rice, fucking fire. But I was tired as hell after, because I let the curry sit for hours and I was watching it and I was drinking red wine. So basically, what I feel like a lot of us are gonna have to start doing is collectively, we're gonna have to understand that we're all in the same boat. I feel like there's a very weird energy of like today in the reading, I pulled strength in reverse. And to me, that is about a very distorted ego, you know? And I think a lot of people are maybe forcing themselves like into an ego to protect themselves from everything that's going on. But I really feel like a lot of us are going to be forced more and more into our vulnerable side, and we're going to see those people who cannot handle that, and they're going to become nastier and they're going to become sneakier. I mean, it's already happening, but let's keep it real. Like the way people have been moving, like what is this? Like, pero like I don't understand. It's been crazy. And it's like I feel like a lot of people are questioning trust. Like I said, I keep having a vision of the Seven of Swords. Like a lot of people are questioning, can I trust this? Can I trust him? Can I trust her? And I feel like, can you trust yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like right now it's really about trusting ourselves. I really don't know how else to put it. I really feel like God is pushing a lot of us into ourselves. You know, like we're being forced to see shit. And especially if you consider yourself like a star seed, or you know, like you put your high vibration on every day, especially if you consider yourself, you know, any of those people or shaman or anything, we're gonna have to buckle up the hardest. We're gonna have to really fight the hardest. We're gonna have to pray the hardest, meditate the hardest, ground ourselves the hardest. Even if you are an empath and you're sensitive, you can feel shit. You're gonna have to go hard in your healing. And it's crazy because I was talking to someone the other day and I was like, bro, the spiritual journey don't end until you're in the casket. And so many people try to make the spiritual journey A, B, C, D. No, no, it does not end until your soul crosses over. And I think that's where so many people get the spiritual journey misconstrued. And that's where that ego and that kind of pride and that winning energy, like I want to win and you lose, kind of comes in the way. And I feel like there's been a weird energy of competition in between people in the spiritual community. Like I even had some chick low key expose herself by commenting some wacko shit like on one of my videos, and I was howling, I was cackling at that bitch. I was like, "You stupid! Like you just exposed yourself." And I really feel like there's a lot of dividing the real from the fake right now, and I think that's why tapping into your discernment and everything is so important right now because the veil is thinning. Okay, wake up! The veil is thinning, 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 thinning. And that's why I think we're seeing so much shit that's either shocking or it makes us want to run away, makes us want to hide, or makes us want to put on a tough, you know, some people instead of, you know, feeling, they put on that tough armor and they, you know, subconsciously become angrier and didn't even realize that. And that's another thing that's happening to a lot of people. A lot of people are covering up for pain and stress that's been going on since 2020. Think about it. Think about how many people have died. Think about how many people are dying now and how people are dying now. The stories in the news are becoming more traumatic. The lady in California who killed 6 people, and she survived because she was drunk. Ran into a gas station, killed 6 people, including a pregnant lady. Think about this kind of energy that's like happening, guys. Like collectively, the veil is thinning, and collectively we really got to protect ourselves, man. Like I said, star seeds, you're sensitive, you're an empath, shaman, psychics, tarot readers, all of that. If you consider yourself a part of the metaphysical, you're empathic, you're sensitive to auras, whatever it is that you feel, we really gotta not only work together, but we gotta work very hard individually to deal with our duality. Because there's something big about duality that I feel like that keeps coming up collectively in between just everything really. There's really not one subject I can pinpoint that to. I'm gonna drink water. Excuse me. What the hell? I'm playing a Moonstone video. You guys check out Dr. Virtual Seven's channel. It's a high vibrational channel. I'm not sponsored, but the channel is life changing. Every time I recommend it to someone, They literally tell me it's the shit, and they use it every day now. This is a Moonstone video I'm playing. He has so much shit. It's like crystal alchemy, dissolving dark energy, silencing gossip. Like, no, his channel is powerful. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. And his money videos, listen, like I'm telling you, like I'm not sponsored, but I'm legit gonna like boost him up type shit because it's crazy. I played one of his money videos, like what was it, a few weeks ago, and there's this trail I walk when I work out. On that trail, like the next morning, I found $60. Like I'm telling y'all, please do not sleep on vibrational and frequency music. Play it often, because people don't understand there's subliminals in music, on the radio, and the music that's being pushed towards us, especially these like mega thought rappers nowadays, or these, yeah, just like mega thought rappers, males and females. Like that's really what it is. Like I can't even. I was trying to find other words to describe it, but my brain was like, nope. That's exactly what it is. We're a lot of us were being saturated with a lot of subliminals of anger, sex, and pride. And I really think that playing, because trust me, like I said, this is low key a Barb channel. Okay, I'm low key a Barb channel. I love Nikki, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie and not understand that her music and all other people's music have subliminals. It's true. So make sure in between listening to your music, okay? Because I love, my pussy popping shit too. But in between that, make sure you are playing healing frequencies, healing vibration, and not just music. The jobs we go to, especially if you're in customer service, you're a waitress, your cashier, retail. We gotta protect ourselves, okay? I'll keep that over here. That was ugly. I have this crystal with me. This is, like I was saying, like I've been really working with duality recently and listening to myself and asking myself certain questions, like, okay, like when someone does something, you need to ask yourself, would I do that? And if the answer is no, you need to second guess about why you're around that person. Truthfully. So I think it's crazy. I've been working with this crystal a lot because it really is about duality and balancing in the light side and the dark side. And like I said, I actually hashtag spiritual warfare in this video because I do feel like we're all under intense spiritual warfare in the government, in our families, in our jobs, in our minds. And like I said, I think it's really important to make sure the collective sticks together and to pray and to meditate. And I always try to put that out there because maybe I might make a Patreon to, because I'm telling y'all, I be having some crazy visions, like stuff I could not say on this platform. So, and it's crazy because someone did ask me to make a Patreon. So you know what? I'm gonna make one soon. But definitely, definitely, I've been having. I will share this vision though. I can't share a lot of my visions, but I will share this one. I have been having a lot of visions of a devil like energy that's possessing people. Like when I tell you my visions get worse, they do. And I've spoken to other spiritualists. I've emailed other psychics, and they've actually told me similar things that they've seen. Like there's something weird, like trying to possess the collective. Like I'm telling you, star seeds, tarot readers, like all of y'all that do spiritual work, like be careful. Like when you're doing certain things or reading cards or what, like certain people you're reading. Yes, be careful of certain people who you're reading. And I also tell people that get readings, you ask that psychic, who do you work for on the other side? I am like, honestly, every client I get, I tell them, I'm like, listen, you did not ask me who I work for on the other side. You need to start doing that. Because people go, oh, I've been to this psychic and this card reader, da, da, da. And I'm just like, bro, you don't know what is in their spirit that could come off on you. And the fact that someone could actually go into your pocket universe. I told somebody that I know that. I was like, if I could go into your pocket universe and take your destiny, I could. Basically telling them, listen, stop being so trusting with, all these readers. Because a lot of people, like, sometimes I get emails from people and they're like, yeah, I've been to 10 different readers. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, slow down. Like, is it really that serious? I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but it's like sometimes people got to understand when they're overdoing it and when they're actually being manic instead of being grounded. And I feel like I can talk about that because at one point I used to be mad obsessed with twin flame shit, and I thought I met my twin flame, but instead like I met like a lame ass motherfucker. But like at one point I definitely wasn't using my intuition, and I can feel that now, and I get that now. So it's just a feeling that will become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger until you cannot ignore it. And that's what the intuition is for, things that you cannot ignore, feelings that you cannot ignore. I tell people your gut is one of the strongest one. Your gut in your head, heck yes. Because some people talk about getting headaches when they're around certain people. Some people talk about their stomach hurting or feeling, disgusted or nauseated. Listen to that energy, bro. It's telling you the right thing. And if it means you have to move away from like family or a job or whatever it is, do it. Because this is the time, like, people don't understand. Like, when you move away from family because they hurt you, God blesses you. Like, let me tell you. Okay, and it can be such a weird journey because we're programmed for like Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, da 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 da. We're programmed for all that stuff. And what I realized, because I had to cut my family off years ago because they were starting to fuck with my like personal information, and that's fucked up. So for a lot of people that I know are separated from family, parents, it's for a reason. Or you feel like you need to move on from family, friends, or sister or brother, it'll be for a reason, trust me. Especially if that person, you know, sometimes people keep you down behind your back because they figure that's the best way to keep you down. I know a lot of people are going through exposure with friends and family and maybe like ex-husbands. I know a lot of people are going through court battles or are going to be going through court battles or like paperwork. And I've been having a lot of visions of that, like paperwork and court battles, and just there's a lot going on collectively for a lot of us. So stay in tune, stay alert, do your research. I think I did a video where I did mention something that happened to me. I was contacted by, um, let's just say, someone of importance and someone that had a lot of information and someone that had an inside look on a lot of stuff. And I was given a lot of information about the vaccine, about the spike protein, and how it literally attacks a gene in our body called the God gene. You guys can Google this right now as I talk to you. Literally, you can Google this right now as I talk to you. I would Google it and show you my phone, but my phone screen is obliterated right now. It's kind of embarrassing. I can't even really text that much. But there is something called a God gene, and it's kind of like the DNA that's been passed down from generations, but it's your spiritual DNA. Just like, generational warfare kind of energy, but this is your God gene. This is like the positive spiritual DNA that's in your body. And the spike protein actually actively, once you get the vaccine, it's just so funny saying it that way. It's really funny saying it that way because I can't say it with the V. But it actively attacks it once you get it. And I've actually noticed people around me that have gotten the vaccine and they've become angrier, nastier, um, just I don't know, not right. It doesn't. It's almost like a zombie movie or something, and it's crazy because the person that I spoke to that was an insider on a lot of things that was going on with the vaccine and other things in the government. They actually mentioned World War Z, and they actually mentioned that with time, certain things inside of the vaccine will make people angrier, and the anger will keep coming, and the violence and the chaos, and zinc and vitamin D3, whoever that is on the screen. Zinc, vitamin D3, prayer and meditation, positive affirmations. You know, we all need to be taking zinc. We all need to be on iron. We all need to be on vitamin D3. You know, that's for everybody, not just people that had to go through it, but that's for everybody. You know, you're welcome. I think I'm getting hungry. But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I just, as someone that has the kind of gift that I have, it's like I want to make sure that everyone's safe. And if I, pick up things about government and the world, and if you go back on my channel on my community tab, I actually predicted Astro World, and I just see a lot more darker energy that's like coming for the collective. And I just really want all of us to be grounded. I want us to be safe. I want our future kids to be safe, our future homes to be safe. And if you believe that God has you, then He has you. You know what I'm saying? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I do believe that fear and faith cannot be in the same room. Like I really tell, like, this is what I tell people: you can feel when someone has more of a fear vibration than a faith vibration. People with more of a fear vibration, when you're more of a faithful person, you can kind of like, they kind of spiritually attack you, like they kind of come for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel that. So I think a lot of us, we understand that energy, and we're going to see more of it. Because I'm telling you, with time, I feel like there's a lot of unraveling. A lot of people are doing mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, the things I've seen in my life and the things I see on the news, I'm like, please, like, I just want everyone in the collective to just light candles. When I tell people, when you light a candle with an angel number and you say a prayer, it's very powerful, okay? 444 333 222 1111. It's powerful. It's powerful for your vibration. This is about the fact that we need to work on our vibrations. We're under so much. It's like different kinds of attacks: spiritual attacks, energetic attacks, biological attacks. I don't know. I just heard something about shielding. Make sure you're shielding your third eye, your psychic mind. I don't know why my mouth is so dry. Like someone needs to talk to me. I don't know. I might get a phone call. Hopefully, I'm not in trouble. But no. Um, what else was I gonna get at for you guys? Because this really was just supposed to be like a little short something of what I've seen, like a little news, but it's not the proper setting. Um, yeah, I think that's really it. You guys stay golden. Appreciate the love. Enjoy the rest of your day.